In Game 3 of the Wild Card series between the New York Mets and San Diego Padres, Joe Musgrove threw a gem, going 7 shutout innings while allowing just 1 hit, striking out 5 hitters. Throughout his start, however, social media, especially Mets fans, started to question the legitimacy of what Musgrove was doing, accusing him of using a foreign substance to help spin the baseball better. It got to a point where the Mets felt they had to take a look and check, with Buck Showalter heading out and having the umpire see what was going on with Musgrove's right ear, only for them to find it to be nothing. Musgrove continued to dominate, doing so now with a chip on his shoulder, and the Padres went on to blank the Mets, winning the series. Afterward, when asked about what was on his ear, Musgrove said he didn't really know. Whether it was sweat or whatever, the umpires literally checked him a little extra and found nothing. Skip ahead to the World Series, and the Houston Astros are taking on the Philadelphia Phillies, and more accusing has been thrown at pitchers away for potentially cheating. Astros starting pitcher Framber Valdez has been nasty all year long, throwing the most innings in the American League at 201 1/3, pitching his way to a 2.82 ERA, striking out 194 hitters and winning 17 games. He has been a huge part in the Astros' success, and that only continued in Game 2 of the World Series. In Game 2 against the Phillies with his team down 1-0 in the series, Valdez went 6 1/3 innings, striking out 9 hitters while allowing 4 hits and just 1 run. He was nasty. With that said, fans were skeptical of what was going on. This video of Valdez surfaced the internet during the game, and a lot of people ran with this thinking he must have been using some sort of sticky substance. No extra check by the umpires requested by Philly was done. The game went on, and the Astros won and tied the series up at 1 game apiece. As for the Phillies, the team that got carved up by Valdez, they noticed what was going on but didn't really think much about it. In reality, they didn't really care. After the game, Phillies manager Rob Thompson talked about how the umpires check these guys after almost every inning, and if there's something going on, MLB will take care of it. That the Phillies dugout did notice what Valdez was doing throughout the game as it was happening, but it wasn't a concern because he was being examined after every inning and his mannerisms were similar to the last time they faced him on October 5th. Rhys Hoskins had this to say, quote, "We've only faced him 1 time. That's kind of how he was the first time, too, so nothing really looked out of the ordinary to me." And when asked about Valdez switching his gloves mid-game, Hoskins said that he didn't notice and was told that that happened after the game, but that's not usually something that goes on unless it broke. Valdez himself was asked about the accusations thrown toward him by the fans, saying that nobody should think of it as anything in the wrong way, that he does it out in the open, it's all tendencies, and he does it throughout the game, and maybe it can distract the hitter a little bit from what he's doing. Instead of trying to see what pitch he's going to throw, they see him rubbing different things, with Valdez going on to reiterate that he's been doing it all season long. Some pointed out that Valdez wiped something off his hand before being checked, and that only his left hand was being checked, but again, a lot of this seems to just be kind of reaching. The umpires would have likely found something if he was really cheating and using some sort of illegal substance, but they didn't, and the Phillies themselves said the same thing. Also, if you want to look at the spin rate numbers, a lot of people would expect Valdez's curveball to have extra spin on it if he was using a substance, but in reality, Valdez had 13 regular season starts this season with a higher average spin rate on his curve than he did in Game 2 of the World Series. So there's that. Take that as you will. To me, I think a big part in this is that the Astros already have such a negative stigma surrounding them because of the cheating scandal. Even if it took place half a decade ago, people still don't trust them and will find any little unordinary thing to say gotcha, but this probably wasn't anything. But what do you think? Let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.